Overwatch is about to change forever. It's official. They've canceled the PvP. Nah, I'm just kidding. But they did tease something called Overwatch 2 Spotlight. It's an event taking place on February 12th. The post says, and I quote, "Going to be packed with groundbreaking changes to the PvP experience that will be unlike anything you've seen before." We'll talk about what those changes could be in a moment, but first, let's go over the rest of what the post has to say. I also want to say this is great to hear because I literally just made a video about how Overwatch needs a big shakeup and how I haven't even been playing it because it feels so stale. The post also says not only are we looking at incredible changes to how the game is played, but you'll get a glance at new heroes, new maps, and even more content coming this February and beyond. So be sure to grab your favorite peanut butter flavored snack and tune in on Wednesday, February 12th at 10 a.m. PT. So there's your specific time and date for this event. I'll definitely be tuning into the live stream to see what's up. But the post also goes on to say that Blizzard has invited Overwatch 2 creators to Irvine, California, where the Blizzard HQ is located, for a unique chance to try the new stuff and live stream. No, I wasn't invited. I guess we're not cool enough over here at the WatchOver to get those kind of invitations, but maybe one day. There's one last thing that the post mentions, which is that Lucio's Cyber DJ Legendary skin will be an exclusive drop for watching a content creator try the new stuff. This has actually led to some controversy, so let's get that out of the way before we speculate on what these changes could be. You see, the skin was available in the shop in a bundle for 2,800 Overwatch coins, or in the hero gallery by itself for 1,900. This means that people bought it only for it to be made free a few days later. It's nice that they're offering a free skin for the event, but I think it's pretty ridiculous that it's one people were just able to buy. I think it's really scummy. I mean, a skin from last season, or a new skin even, or maybe an old skin that hasn't come back in a while, like the ones we talked about in this video here. Pretty much anything but a skin that was just for sale. It kind of feels like a borderline scam, and it puts a dirty taste in my mouth for the event that's about to come up. This, coupled with Maximilian's shop as being the biggest piece of new content we've gotten in a while, I really hope the new changes don't have anything to do with monetization. Okay, but with that addressed, let's talk about the event. Many people, myself included, think this is pretty much going to be a roadmap reveal. We got one whenever Overwatch 2 was first launched, showcasing the content we could come to expect in the upcoming year, and I think that this is probably going to be very similar. Many people also suspect that this is going to be a stand-in event for BlizzCon, but it's about Overwatch specifically. BlizzCon was canceled last year, and if Overwatch is having this event now, I really doubt we're going to get a BlizzCon this year. Now, back to the post. It says that we can expect to learn about new heroes, new maps, and new content. New heroes and new maps are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited. But what I think everyone is really waiting for is these massive changes that are supposed to be coming to PvP. We might get Maximilian or Jetpack Cat or some awesome map nobody's ever seen before. Maybe we'll get a Horizon Lunar Colony rework, but it just won't be enough. Maps and heroes are not going to cut it. There have been numerous Reddit posts with people speculating about who the new heroes might be, what the new maps might be, and what these changes could be. I saw a ton of people saying it could be 6v6. Now, me personally, I don't really care if we go back to 6v6, but I sincerely hope that that isn't the big shakeup. Because truthfully, it's not a big shakeup. I think this person named Tonin in the Reddit thread I was looking at said it best. Full in-depth pickable passives, power team-up moves, map and hero ban systems, guild system, more Faceit and small tournament integration. 6v6 isn't groundbreaking. It's true. In order for Overwatch to win, in order for it to compete with Marvel rivals, it needs to do something groundbreaking, something drastic, and 6v6 just isn't that. Whenever Overwatch originally released, it was groundbreaking. It shook up the industry, and it became a giant, a monolith. If Overwatch wants to have any hope of getting back to that status, we need a huge shakeup. Personally, with as much League of Legends as I've been playing lately, I wouldn't mind seeing something like pickable passives or items come to Overwatch. I had a lot of fun with Junkenstein's Lab, and I think this might be the best way to make Overwatch fresh again. Give us ways to customize our heroes in-game so that we can decide how we're going to play them. I think this would be a huge change for Overwatch. I don't know how drastic they can really get. One thing that has surprised me about this is just how quickly this came out after Marvel Rivals release. Now, they had to have known Marvel Rivals was going to come out. The date was, announced forever before it actually came out. They had time, but the amount of time they had isn't, enough for dev time, really. It takes forever to develop things for video games. So I am surprised by this announcement. And that worries me, because if we're announcing this now, and maybe they knew about Marvel Rivals a year in advance, a year is still not a ton of time to completely revamp Overwatch into a new, fresh experience. In general, I think I'm keeping my hopes low. I hope that the shakeup is amazing and that Overwatch feels fresh again, but I think that we have to be cautiously optimistic about this. I really hope it's not something as weak as 6v6 or even a guild system. I think would be pretty lame at this point. I think the only thing that might relight the passion in the community and content creators is if it's some big change to the gameplay. And I mean, they did kind of hint in that direction, so let's hope for the best. But are there any heroes you want to see at this event? Are there any maps? What do you want the big shakeup to be? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'll see you in game.